Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's been a little bit of time, and do you believe it or not, I have tried the last 2 mornings. I've wrote myself notes, make a video, make a video, make a video, and I didn't do it. And actually I actually undid my hair and I was getting ready to jump into the shower, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to update you where I'm at. Um, Number one, it's getting cold here, and I always get cold pretty easy, but I pretty much just sit on top of a heater and that helps. But let's see. So the last time we talked, I talked about my hair, and for about the last 8 months, it's been thinning. And I remember posting it, and a person immediately jumped on the fact that, oh, it's your T3, it's your T4, it's your thyroid. But I knew that wasn't the case because I knew my levels of T3 and T4. Actually, T3 free and T4 free are actually really okay. So I knew that it had to be something else. And I also knew to the fact that, okay, so I'm past the age of 50. So other things are going on in my body. And then I also realized that since January, I've dropped over 60 pounds. And even though I'm eating healthier, I'm doing my green drink, all the things that I'm supposed to be doing right, I know it was a major shock to my system. And I also know that minerals and, things that are inside my body were probably whacked out crazy. So I started just investigating, and it probably would have been just as easy for me to, have a hair sample done. But it just seemed like I never had time to do that. So I started off with selenium, and I didn't really see any big change. And from selenium, I went to zinc, added in some iron and vitamin C to help it absorb, and didn't see a lot of change. And I was actually talking to a dear friend of mine who has had a bit of a major surgery done, and it's a glorious move on her part, and she's going to work on eating healthier and losing weight, and I'm just so proud of her, but I don't feel free to share her story on here. But anyway, she was talking about biotin and how she went on it because I guess with the major change that's going to go on in her body, that sometimes people that lose weight fast, their hair thins. So off to the health store I went, and biotin it was. Actually, after about probably 4 or 5 days, I noticed a drastic difference. I noticed that my hair was, if I would pull on it, like, strands weren't coming out, and I was like kind of getting excited. Yesterday wasn't so good a day. I don't know why, but I had always noticed that since I had been taking the other vitamins, and my hair was like growing in, like you'll see it. It's like driving me nuts. Like there's like all these little hairs everywhere. So, I think I found my culprit. And one of the things that when I help people, and I try to help people when they're going through things, is I tell them, you're going to get a bunch of suggestions, and you're going to get a bunch of people who are going to try to sell you stuff. Number one, I would stay away from the people who are trying to sell you things because they don't have your best interests in heart. They're just trying to sell you something. But I would take the advice of everyone, and I would try it, because your DNA, and I'll say it 100 times, is not my DNA. And it takes, what do I want to say? It takes trial and error. And you really should get your blood work done, and you should have your hair tested for your minerals and vitamins and things that are in your body, because the only way you are going to know what's going on inside of you is to have it tested. Or you can play the game like I did and go through all the different things that, and revolve around the hair and try to figure it out. It could be a lot of things. For some people it is their thyroid. For other women it's menopause. It just happens. And I was just sharing with a woman today, and let's see, the last 2 years she's been losing her hair. About half of it's gone now, and she's about 30 something years old. And she was kind of desperate. And the one thing I kind of wondered is why she waited so long. And the other thing that I was concerned about was, what if it falls out? And I had to face that myself. And I had to think about alternatives, and so I started looking at hairstyles, and I joked, my son's girlfriend was over, and I said, you know what, this is how you guys normally see me. My hair is always pulled back. It's always in a ponytail, or at work it's in a bun. And it's kind of like, if I got it like cut real short and had like this little flippy thing here, you know, I think it would be cute, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. But if I had to do, and at the ultimate, if I had to, I would shave it all off. You know what and I would just go with it. I would wear more makeup, which I don't wear a lot of. I would wear bigger earrings and brighter lipstick and bold colors on my eyes. And I would just deal with it. You know, a lot of times when things are happening in our bodies, we stress out. There are things sometimes that we can't control. There's time factors that we just can't control. There's trial and error. And when we go through those things, our body is changing, and sometimes we got to deal with it and we got to flow with it. And you have to come to that mentality that no matter what happens, I'm going to just go through this as gracefully as I can. And if that means it gets shaved off, there's a lot worse things that can happen. If that means that I cut it into this cute little French cut with a little, you know, bop under here, then that's what happens. And I think having a more positive attitude in dealing with these things, it helps. It helps going through the process. It helps the process, and it just helps you. If we become stressed out and worried and negative, don't become negative. You know, oh, it's not going to work and nothing's going to work and all my hair is going to fall out and this is going to happen and I'm going to get this. And whenever you search something on the internet, what's the number one thing that comes up, you know, is the dreaded cancer. I have cancer. And you know what? Really, I'll be frank, we all have cancer. We all have cancer cells in our bodies. And it's when those cells, you know, erupt is when it's a problem. So we can't get negative. We can't speak negative. We have to stay positive and we just have to deal with it. And that's about it. And I just wanted to make a quick update with you. I'm cooking some chicken noodle soup right now for the next 3 days. I'm working a long weekend. I don't know. I started a new Facebook group if you want to join. It's called Morning Cup of Tea, and join us. It's just a group where we get along, we talk, and we share our ideas, we compare our thoughts. I have some amazing people on there that are helping me decide what kind of water filter to get, and that's about it. But I wanted to update you. I didn't want to leave you too long without any updates, and keep reading the newsletter. Lots of good things are coming up. We have a giveaway coming up real soon, so mytvault.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Probably that giveaway is going to start this weekend, so you're going to want to sign up pretty fast. And that's about it. So you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you guys later. Questions, comments, leave them there. You can email me, message me, anything you want. You know, I'm here. Talk to you later.